Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Sunday, December 4th at 20:03 Eastern Time. I've tried to get the adventitious noise down. I'm using the computer thing because, well, anyway, I'm using that because it's easier, for one thing. I spent a wonderful hour and a half or so on the phone with my nephew out of Tennessee, Edward M. Bennett III. We were talking about his experience with this chronograph and this reloading, this round he's developing to try to get the best performance from the round. And then his participation in, although he had sort of poo-pooed his participation in the live stream with In the Trenches with Kaz, Dean Caswell out of Australia last night. And I watched probably about the better part of the first hour or so of that. These live streams, I tend to comment, then I go back to the live stream. If I haven't watched it at the time, and Dean Caswell's emphasis is on Australian Army infantry stuff, but I like to listen to this because I don't have any experience of this kind of thing, and I would never ever be able to survive in that sort of an atmosphere. But I have a huge respect and admiration for guys that do, and here's Ed that did that, and I want to hear all sorts of stuff and learn all sorts of stuff from people that have had experiences. So I listen. I try not to be too much of an asshole when I comment. But I guess this is like, it's like in the Psalms. Oh, it's in Psalm 39. Oh, let's just find that line. It's a psalm that's often read. Well, no, it's not often read because it's too damn honest for people sometimes. Let me just read this briefly. I won't read the whole thing. Well, maybe I will. I said, I will take heed to my ways, that I offend not in my tongue. Well, good luck on that one. I will keep my mouth, as it were, with a bridle, while the ungodly is in my sight. Well, good luck on that, given the political correctness around here nowadays. Good grief, you'd be put in prison in some countries, for thought crimes. I held my tongue and spake nothing. I kept silence, yea, even from good words, but it was pain and a grief to me. Well, that's just the way that anybody who's decent, has something honest to say, feels nowadays a lot of times. Particularly they read the newspapers, and and if they're and if you're not in the United States where you can say pretty much anything you want, short of shouting fire in a theater. Good luck on that. It's hate shit. Of course, then they have this hate shit. Is knocking some guy in the head because you want his money worse because you hate his ass because he's gay or black than just knocking him in the head to get his money? That's this thought crime stuff. This is ridiculous. Hang on a minute. I'm having a good pizza belch, and I had to enjoy that. My heart was hot within me, and while I was thus musing, I love that, while I was thus musing, how often you sort of sit and think, should I say something? Should I say something? Should I say something? My heart was hot within me, and while I was thus musing, the fire kindled, and at the last I spake with my tongue. Wow, the psalm writers got it, didn't they? They knew how human beings thought and behaved. Lord, let me know mine end. Well, this psalm deals with, how long you're going to live. But still, Lord, let me know mine end and the number of my days, that I may be certified how long I have to live. Now, I've had I won't go into specifics, but I've had a certain intense experience with the Holy Gaze one afternoon on the deck. I'll leave it at that. Behold, thou hast made my days as it were a span long. I love that. It's a span long. And mine age is even as nothing in respect of thee. And verily, every man living is altogether vanity. Yeah, that's reflective of Lamentations. Or Ecclesiastes. I'm sorry. For man walketh in a vain shadow, and disquieteth himself in vain. I love that. He disquieteth himself in vain. Don't get stirred up. Evan Elevation out there, listen to that. He disquieteth himself in vain. Heapeth up riches, and cannot tell. He shall gather them. And at that point, who cares? And now, Lord, what is my hope? Truly, my hope is even in thee. Deliver me from all mine offenses, and make me not a rebuke unto the foolish. I became dumb, and opened not my mouth, for it was thy doing. Take thy plague away from me. I'm even consumed by the means of thy heavy hand. When thou with rebukes dost chasten me for sin, thou makest his beauty. I'm sorry, I misquoted that. When thou with rebukes dost chasten man, sorry, feminist, militant feminist. When thou rebukes dost chasten man for sin, thou makest his beauty to consume away, like as it were a moth fretting a garment. Every man, therefore, is but envy. Hear my prayer, O Lord. And with thine ears consider my calling. Hold not thy peace at my tears. For I'm a stranger with thee, and a sojourner, as all my fathers were. Oh, spare me a little, that I may recover my strength and get hence, and be no more seen. Well, out of the Real Book of Common Prayer from 1662, with those with ears here, with the Coverdale Psalms from far earlier than that. You can't beat that. This is how one should approach God. Humbly, abjectly, realizing one's weaknesses. Yeah? And particularly if you've got that beautiful language to surround you, then you don't feel nearly as bad. I don't. Wait a minute. I got started on this as a thing about, people ragging on gay guys. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of straight guys out there that are, essentially congenial to the gay cause in the sense that they're going to treat them, as long as they perform in their jobs adequately and equally and so forth, they're not going to make a big deal about it. They'll rag them a bit. I mean, they'll have a say about it, like this and that. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, it's annoying sometimes, but I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it's hard enough to find people that are decent to gay guys, that are hardcore about a lot of stuff. And I respect a lot of people who are hardcore about a lot of stuff. I really do. I mean, nobody. I don't want everybody to be touchy-feely and all that shit. I really don't. I want to be able to respect somebody who has their say, There's a way to do it without being hateful, and I think the fellow I'm referring to, I'm not going to, because I think if you watch my stuff, you know what I'm talking about. He's not hateful about it at all. It's just his way. In a way, that's just sort of like the style of the country's way. I have no problem with it. Yeah, it gets a bit old sometimes. But, that's just the way it is. You get the good out of it, and then you just sort of go, on the other stuff. That's just the way you have to be, I mean, shit, I'm a big boy. Fuck. I've been around this crap for over 40 years. So screw it. I may not have been as clear about some of the stuff as I would have liked to have been. Maybe I'll elaborate it. That was. Oh, right. Bye-bye, you too.